Welcome to CineMaryland, your inside look into Maryland's film and television industries. I'm your host, Rebecca Jessup. Marylanders living locally and across the country are making news in the film world. We'll chat with local filmmaker Alvin Gray on the set of WYPR's Maryland Morning Screen Test. Local filmmaker Alvin Gray was a recent guest on the show. His passion for film began while in high school.
So Senior Cut Day was my first feature film. I started in high school when I was 16. That film originally started off as a comedy. I was trying to mock Ferris Bueller's Day Off. And I like horror films so much that I said, you know what, let me put a little horror twist in there. So it's about these kids who went to cut school and they wound up getting attacked by this crazy guy in the woods. You know, basic, simple thing. Just took a VHS camera and put it together, stop, pause, stop, pause. That was my editing, and that was my first film.
Gray shot his next feature, Torture, in 2005.
That film was about a modern-day urban child living in the bad neighborhood, and that's when gangs were really popular in Baltimore, and they took over one of the child's neighborhoods. The father was the kind of father who was a very strict, stern father, and he was, you know, the kind of person who said, you go to school, you get your education, you come home, and that's what you live. The gang didn't like the father too much, so they got into a confrontation. The gang killed the father, and one day when his son was cleaning out the closet, he found out his father was a martial arts master, which made his son want to take up martial arts, learn discipline, you know, all that stuff. And he wound up retaliating on the gang using the martial arts thing.
After a difficult shoot on Torture 2, Gray took a break and then decided to begin working on his next film, Sweet Dreams, in which he took on the roles of producer, writer, actor, and editor.
That was a psychotic thriller about a photographer, a fashion photographer, who kept dreaming about this beautiful model. One day he's at the bar, the model walks in the bar, and he's like, wait a minute, I know you from a dream. You know, and she's like, yeah, whatever, whatever. But later on in the story, we find out that she has access into people's dreams. They cross into brainwaves. And she sees that he dreams about these different women, get very jealous, and starts killing off the women in his dreams. So that's how that movie goes. So it's a whole cat and mouse game trying to stop her from killing the models in his dreams.
Over the years, Gray has assembled a creative team and is always on the lookout for talented people.
We're always looking to expand, always looking to grow. Never a closed door here. You can't afford it.
Gray's last 3 films were funded out of his own pocket.
I go out and shoot a couple of weddings, or, you know, maybe do some music videos for local artists. I do a lot of music videos as well. Save up that money and shoot that way.
Although Gray wears many hats, his ultimate dream is to produce and direct, and hopes to have a career like Michael Bay or Steven Spielberg.
My goals are to one day be able to say that I directed a Marvel movie. You know, I want to be able to direct X-Men 5 or Transformers 4 or, you know, something in that matter. Maybe Halloween 0, you know, I don't know. Those are the kind of things. Once I make it to that point, I'll take my director's hat off and go lay down and drink a Coca-Cola on the beach, possibly. That's my goal.
Gray's current project is a remake of his first film, Senior Cut Day. For more information on Alvin Gray, check him out on Facebook and Twitter.